Okay, so I wanted to start off the live with just some silence, okay? That was Finesse by Michael Prince. It's something about that frequency of that. Yeah, you know. So I'm shuffling the cards. I'm gonna do a full moon reading in Aries. This energy is so intense. It's so intense, okay? The energy is very, very thick, okay? So what I'm gonna do is give you guys a full moon energy read, right, for Aries. But then we're gonna do
technology vision to market at speed and scale with up to $2 million in funding from America's Seed Fund.
But then we're gonna do relationships, okay? Singles, people who are manifesting relationships, or in relationships, and then married people, okay? This energy is very intense. But we're gonna use the energy, right? I am gonna list a list of words that I heard intuitively before we get started. Healthy stimulants, emotional maturity. Someone may be trying to play games. That's immediately coming up. Someone is trying to have someone disconnected from spiritual protection too. Whatever comes out, if I want to say it, I'm going to say it. It's Aries energy. I got to, okay? With the Aries moon, you know, baby, I'm going to speak the truth. I heard ground level operations, the art of war, okay? Heavy on the art of war. The art of war. Let me say that again. Magnesium. And do you get the concept? I think that was what she said in the beginning of that track. Do you get the concept? Do you not get the concept? I also heard wealth transfer. Businessman card is in my hand as I say that. And then the last thing I heard was all this energy, y'all better use it. So our spiritual predecessors are most certainly trying to communicate at this time. That there's a lot of energy that we can use, positive or negative. I'm hearing like it's all your perception. And that's what alchemy is. That's what being a witch is. That's what being a wizard is. That's what black magic is. It is the ability to take positive and negative energy and transmute it, okay? So this wealth transfer, this could be, when I say dark energy, I'm saying, okay, first thing that goes to my mind is who owe me money, who owe my family money, what's debted to my birthright. Get where I'm going with this? Okay. Because there's a big emphasis on using all the energy around you, and that's just coming from, I feel like, a collective standpoint from our elders. Like if the elders of the world that came before us, that planted seeds for us and generations to come, right? Generational wealth. It is our responsibility to collect debt. So I guess, yeah, I'll leave it as that. Ooh, and on that note, I'm gonna ring the bell. I was actually messing around with my peacock feather, and I noticed like when I put it all over my body, it just makes me calm down. This full moon in Aries, y'all, I'm not gonna give too much away just because personally it's just been an impact in my life in a positive way. Some negative, but you know, we take the good and the bad. But my son, shout out to my oldest son. Shout out to both of my sons, my youngest and my oldest. My oldest and I were walking the other day. And I was doing something, but I was consciously aware of what I was doing. I was like, I need to be more proactive, but I said it out loud. And it got me thinking, like, let me ask my son if he knows what it is. My son is an Aries son. And I was like, ain't it? I love my sons, boy. They give me the element of surprise, right? I said, Aiden, what's being proactive? And immediately, no doubt, no stutter, no fret, Like it came so natural to him. He said, going in the head or having the head with the end in mind, planning the future, the end in mind, something like that. When he said it, in a moment of him saying it, it took me back, and I just had to sit. I said, "What did you say?" I was like, "Wow." But it's funny because as his mother, as having a son who is an Aries sun, y'all. My son used to take apart his toys. Okay, so and he's a Scorpio North Node, so destruction is his energy. All right, so I've been trying to show my son how to use that energy in a healthy way. That makes sense. But that was just funny. But it made me think on that, you know, basically planning ahead of time, you know, and but not allowing yourself to get ahead of yourself, you know. And the way he said it, how he said it, when he said it, it gave that energy. So that energy has just been lingering mentally, and I felt the need to share share that with you guys. If you really listen to children, they are like the key to life. I promise you they are. And I think a lot of times adults don't pay attention to the things that kids say. They tell the truth. Shout out to the kids of the world. All right, so let's get straight into this energy. I'm trying to fill out the energy if I want to do multiple storylines, or I think let's just do an overall collective of what we all together need to do, right? I'm hearing kick rocks. A lot of people, there was another energy I was pulling before I got started. It was the energy of a car. You know how your car sits out in the cold? It got cold real quick, right? You know how your car sits out in the cold, and so it takes some time to crank up, depending on what type of car you have, right? But follow me. You crank that car, you know, get to move it. It's like heating something up. So there's an energy here of be ready so you don't have to get ready. But it feels as if that energy has already surpassed and now you have to be ready. So this is on your mark, get set. All right? That's what it feels like. I'm also picking up the energy of going to highlight, what's the other word I said? Emotional maturity? Yes, emotional maturity. With speed and motion, you have to master the ability of maturity. And what do I mean by that? You have been tested in certain areas of your life where you just have to be the bigger person. A lot of people say, I'm trying to be the bigger person. It serves a purpose. Trust me. I know. So with saying that, with being the bigger person means you see the bigger picture. And if you see the bigger picture, then you have the heads up. You have the wisdom instead of coming from an egotistical place, okay? So right now I'm feeling like there's a block. I'm seeing like metal doors being locked. So maybe our spiritual predecessors are locking shit down. I'm hearing at this time. This is a time to lock shit down. Extra protection, security is what I'm hearing as well. I know I got me a couple more cameras. You know, just always making sure you have a weapon, you know, whatever type of weapon. But yeah, the energy of the Art of War is also coming up. So there's just a lot of different energies that are being placed, or you just use it all at one time. Aries does represent the Fool card in the tarot deck, which represents being new at something, being, it can be immaturity, but again, 0 always comes back, right? It's a number of just is, right? So with Aries being that representation, it signifies being all. And the responsibility of Aries, they know their mission. Regardless if you have Aries in your chart or not, you're going to be impacted by this energy. That's just how it goes. All right. But Aries, they like to be first, right? But it's to claim the victory. It's to make one's mark. Aries, it's important for us, collectives, at this time, to master the ability of having motion, but balancing certain things in our lives with ease, and not the same motion that we're moving physically. Moving physically and moving mentally and emotionally may be on a different scale. And I feel like only the spiritual advanced people are going to know what I'm talking about. Okay? I don't feel the need that I'm supposed to explain myself. That's something that my spirit guides have been working on. They were like, look, you need to say something one time and that's it. That's to people, to your kids, everybody. Stop over explaining yourself. And this is something that I have been open and I've talked about, right? I haven't went overboard with it, but there's just the energy of setting things a certain way because you are the first to do something, you're first to be something, and it's going to take, I'm feeling like a brick, but it's not feeling like it's a weight physically, but just armor, okay? There's a sense and level of protection here that you are reaching because of a spiritual, a lot of people like to say spiritual awakening, but this is something that you do every day. Someone asked me, someone religious asked me something, and I was like, I die every day. Like, a part of me leaves every day, but there's a huger part of myself that stays consistent and whole, right? And we talked about that last week, talking about, you know, the umbilical cord connected to God, energy. All right, so back on these words before I pull on the overall energy. We're 13 minutes in, that's not bad. Healthy stimulants, emotional maturity, ground level operation, okay? The art of war, magnesium. Do you get the concept? Wealth transfer, all this energy floating out here, we need to use it. Positive, negative, dark, and light. All right, let's get started. What is the full moon energy at this time? What do we need to know? Whatever comes out. Whatever our souls needs the most. Whatever we need mentally, emotionally. Okay. Scorn ex-lover in twin flame. And expecting to leave a legacy. Okay, so there's an energy of someone not being able to detach from a scorn ex-lover. Okay. This is what I'm going to tell you. And listen to me very closely. Okay? It's the easiest thing that you can do. When you're dealing with the energy that is attached to you, it doesn't matter if it's a person, place, thing, whatever. Starve it. Okay? It's already an energy that's being projected to people now on Earth. Starvation, right? Starving energy is a way of how you can regain your power. Not even have to be in a position of regaining your power, but cultivate your energy. Now, there's going to be some challenges in between that frequency of you putting up that boundary, of course. It can be two ways. That opposite energy is going to say, oh, you think you bad. It's going to feel challenged, therefore pushing more resistance towards you, right? Causing you to have to do something else. That's why you have people who do spiritual work, okay? It is a powerful boundary up, okay? With this scorn ex-lover, I'm just going to tell you to just starve it. Starve it in every way possible. And I just seen the image of off The Walking Dead, how a lot of people didn't even know you had to shoot the zombie in the head to kill him. They were like, why you can't die? Duh, you see, you shoot something in the leg and it don't go down. Baby, headshot. I think this is something we all know. So there's an energy here of bulldozing, or me and my son were playing darts the other day. Hitting something right in the mark to get rid of an energy. Somebody, the spiritual predecessors, wanted me to say that. Woo. So yeah, there's an energy, because this is what happens, like when people connect themselves to you or try to put their nails into you, right? When you're trying to leave, this is a way of people, you never know how somebody is thinking. Again, going back to the art of war. If you can think of all the concepts, then you can kind of fill out depending on the person you were dealing with and the personal problem, right? But when it comes to scorn ex-lovers and with money at the top, this is someone who wants to be connected to you because they see you doing something financially gaining for yourself. Even if you don't see it, a lot of times people see things before you do, especially if you're dealing with insecurities, just in a moment of being very vulnerable, even in those moments of spiritually having awakenings, it's like birth, right? So you can be, depending on the moon and what's going on that day, you can be very subjected to energy. So I don't know if I want to get deep and see how deep this person is. I need to see the outer layer, like how far is this person going, because that's what we need to know. Full moon in Aries. I should. Let's get to it. I should have got my powder. Put this up there. All right, let's read this energy. I mean it. It is Mars Day, so. This scorn lover, how far is this person taking it? Oh, wow. Okay. So this person is either, okay, so you have, there's two or three different ways this can go. Someone may be dating someone who has a scorn lover attached to them, and this person hasn't told you. I get why people don't tell people immediately the things that they have going on, but when you have a person in your space that you know can harm people, baby, you need to just be by yourself. I'm just saying. I don't think you should date if you have somebody who's attached to you who is showing levels of, violence, or the capability of being violent towards you or anybody. It's just best for you to just be by yourself. And this may be the intention of this person. Someone could be trying to intimidate someone so you don't deal with anyone. But the crazy thing is, whoever this is has connections. Let's say you're a male and you're dealing with a female who's this. You're like, look, I got something going on with a different shorty. I like her. I wasn't expecting it to go this way, but it did. And I can't. I'm here. I know I got one shot. I can't leave this. But this over here, I'm still handling. There's something about resources. This woman knows somebody who can help mediate or get something under control or whatever it needs to be done. And then on the flip side of this, if there's a female who's dealing with this type of male, I'm hearing daddy. I don't know if you need to call it. Maybe you don't like to get your dad involved or certain males involved because you know how far they can really go with something and you just don't want the ex. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like even if it's not your dad, it's someone. This is feeling spiritual. I immediately feel the spiritual energy of the other side. So it's like you may, as a female, you may need to contact somebody over on the other side. If you need some help doing it, I may be open to letting you know, depending on the circumstances. But I can go ahead and tell you and guarantee you now, the best way to handle this person is to starve the energy, but to take care of it in silence. Okay? Again, the art of war. So that's a big emphasis on this energy. And war doesn't have to necessarily mean physical. Remember that. Okay? There's mental wars. There's emotional wars. All right, heavy emphasis on emotional wars, okay, especially, what's going on right now, everything we see. Spiritual wars, financial wars, so I have never personally read the book, but I don't think I needed to, okay. The cards that came out was good old-fashioned love, planning romantic dates, and fast communication. And then at the top we had waiting on you and travel the world with you with businessman stability. And guess what? Right behind that, messy drama. And I want to fix things. So yeah, this is giving the energy of someone even being really truly scorned. I feel like this person has, the reason why this energy came out like the way it did is because this person is feeling so many negative energies. It's not only, I don't want to see you with nobody else, you can't be with nobody else, why you got it and I don't. There's jealousy, there's envy, there's resentment. It's all the negative shit that you can possibly think of this person is feeling towards you. And the crazy thing is, you ain't got shit to do with that. This is why I said starve the energy. When you know you've been nothing but good to people, when you know you've been genuine and then someone takes that, you don't take it personal. You look at yourself and you say, how did I allow this to happen? And when you start to move in that pattern, you are not held responsible for other people's shit. That's the thing I like about being an Aries. I know how to take accountability. You don't have to tell me, okay? And I feel like you're this type of person, okay? So female, I gave you the scenario. Male, I gave you your scenario. Males, y'all need to, it's something about resources here of this woman knows. All right, I'm hearing she knows. J. Cole. This is a woman who knows how to get this shit, you know, to where nobody's got to get hurt. Yeah, this woman who you're dealing with, she may be like a mastermind is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing big ups to all my haters. The shawty up. Okay, so maybe she from Atlanta. We have planning romantic dates. Yeah, I feel like there's just the energy of there's something good here, and I'm hearing like more people are starting to find out about it because fast communication is here, but I immediately picked up on social media. So this is a lot of back and forth, screenshots, like receipts. There is a lot of commotion. Okay? The girls are talking. The guys talk like girls. No, for real. But there's just a lot of talk. I don't really feel like it's gonna bother you guys. There's something about this picture that's standing out. Like these two people are in. To be in this energy is like it's only y'all two and only y'all two only. You know, you don't see anything else. You don't hear anything else. Like y'all zoned in and tapped into each other. So there is an energy of like carry on. I'm seeing somebody swing with a basket in their hand. Like somebody is trying to stay in the mode of like, I cannot allow that negative energy to keep seeping in to what I'm manifesting. Okay, and then the energy of the car trying to crank the car up in the cold came up again. So I just feel like when it comes to your money and your relationships, I'm hearing someone say, I don't feel like I have to choose between the two. I feel you. But you just got to know when you have that concept, it sometimes takes a little bit more time, okay? For a lot of spiritual reasons, okay? I kind of forgot all about the little havoc ass demon. It's kind of like I just kind of see somebody and feel someone like you really it only comes to mind when this person makes themselves available, and that's the reason why they're doing this, because they know that they can't get your energy in any type of way, so they got to be a demon with it. They got to start all that drama, bring all that other shit, because like, you're not paying attention to me, let me do this, you know. And I just feel like this person is eventually I heard crash out. People don't understand, like when they indulge in that type of energy, that's the quickest way to take yourself out mentally in this world, okay? You cannot allow people to have that much power over you. That's just that. And someone being so consumed of what you're doing, who you're doing it with, if you guys take the spiritual measures to stand up for yourself and not be scared because of what you hear about spirituality and what people do as far as work, you are going to lock it in. This ain't even, you don't need to watch this video again after hearing this. I feel like someone just needs to spiritually tap into their magic and use this energy. Yeah, and that's it. But this is a warning that this energy is here. My forever equal love, and I need you with personality clashes and player and cuff control issues and wasted your time cutting off. And the last card I'm gonna pull and let this simmer it all up. The breakup to make up. This was a person who thought that they were going to be in a certain cycle with you forever and ever. Hell no, not forever, ever. Not in this. They both was wrong. Okay? He was immature, couldn't grow up. And she was playing mama. She had his mouth on her nipple. I mean, they started the movie off with him and the baby in the womb. You know? This person didn't think that you would cut them off. Someone has a energy that's trying to attach itself to you, and maybe you've been, I feel like this energy is like a breath of fresh air, because I'm hearing a lot of you guys say, like, I really thought this was me. Like, a lot of you guys, I'm seeing someone actually cut themselves. That's a sign to me like you got a lot of negative energy being sent to you. Cut, burns, especially if it's happened multiple times. You hitting yourself in the head. I've seen someone bump their head. That's always signs to me. I don't care what nobody says, okay? When you tapped in a certain way, you got a certain system set up, everything means something. It's got to. That's your power. But hitting your head multiple times, especially at this time, Aries does rule the head. So follow me. Each zodiac sign is attached to a body part. It's attached to a lot of different things out here, okay? But Aries does represent the head. So having hitting your head at this time can be a representation that you're not paying attention to what's going on around you, okay? Because a dog underneath me was barking, okay? So this is most certainly a warning that you need to spiritually use energy to protect yourself at this time, protect what's yours, do what you need to do. You ain't got it. And a lot of people make alchemy so difficult, and it's the easiest thing you can do in this world. It is just you taking who you are and putting it in some type of tool that you can use, that people use. And it's really like things like that represents each element: fire, earth, air, water, okay? You got an incense. You see people who burn incense. This is air, technically fire and air, okay? Just use it and say, hey, as I light this incense, I'm going to spread the energy of love all throughout this reading, and it's going to bring a balance to the people who read it and listen to it, and they're going to take what they need, and they're going to apply it to their life. Boom, light it and set it and know that it's done. And that right there is the magic itself. So a lot of people overthink alchemy and magic and all these things. It is just simply using the things in your house to have a certain energy. And there's a word for that. Me and my son, was this sign right? I don't know, but there's just the energy here of just paying attention to your surroundings and using your magic, okay? Because you have somebody who just thought that you were going to play this like roller coaster game with them. You guys may have children with this person, or this person wanted to have a child by you and you got away. I'm also hearing that this was somebody who was probably trying to get somebody like pregnant or have someone's child just to keep them, but it didn't happen. I'm hearing touched by an angel. So yeah, like, but I feel like you're over and you're done with it. It's just this other person. But children came up. Especially when you think about Yvette, right? And off of Baby Boy. I think that, yeah, they had kids. It's a heavy emphasis on this energy right here. Like someone being in this energy of needing your energy, like the coddling and mothering energy. That's what that vampic scorn energy is. This person didn't get the nurturing energy from their mother. So to experience you and then lose you, it's kind of like this person was drinking you dry. Like this person was a vampire to your energy. And once you like regrouped and recircle and came back to yourself and, you know, been having some motion on your own, I just feel like this person just, I can't leave with you. Like Jay Holiday, you can't breathe, sleep, shit, can't do nothing without you. That's bad. That's going out real bad. I mean, because if you start off with like taking and abusing the energy and not in it to receive, give and receive, reciprocate, you already like put yourself in that, you know, that energy of being destroyed internally, destructive battles and actions. Yeah. Okay, what else do we need to know? Family life, I need you. Yes, this person felt like you were family to them, but I like, baby, yeah, anger issues. I just feel like this person's just gonna crash out and you're gonna see it, and you just, in that moment, you just either gonna ignore it or you're gonna send them like, dang, you know, I hope he get or she get their life together, you know? And that's just that. What else do we need to know about this energy? I'm over stressing. Yeah, you over it. Okay, that this may be just confirmation about the situation that y'all got going on. What else do we have? I'm also picking up on the energy of someone stressing about, I'm hearing keeping a family together. Someone has put a lot of work in of keeping a family together, and you feel like you're the only person putting in the work. Yeah, there's something here about emotionally cultivating your energy at this time as well, especially if you do have an Aries moon, okay? Not overly expressing yourself. Yeah, I'm picking up on the energy of someone saying like, I've tried everything to keep this family together. I'm also picking up on the energy of being a black sheep, being very different, and being like in a place of contemplating if you want to express another side of you. I don't know if this is with your style, um, your vision of how you want something to go. This is like tapping into like creative energy is also what I'm picking up on, like someone in like the art industry. It can be music, it can be directing, producing, engineering. You can work for companies of like advertisement is what I'm picking up on. I'm hearing avalanche. I'm also seeing something about somebody's car. Someone needs to get a tune up. But there's some, I don't know, I kind of feel like someone is invading someone's personal space with something with like camera and watching. I feel like, I don't know, so I feel like somebody's trying to put something on somebody's car. Someone may need to check their car. And I'm seeing a black car. And I'm hearing blacked out. It's a car that's blacked out. That's it. All right. What do we have for the singles? I think this full moon energy is going to linger for at least another week or two. Okay? I would say still use the energy up until then. Okay, y'all? Most certainly. What do we have for singles at this time? Flirt. I'm a flirt. Okay, we have flirt and healing family issues. So there's someone who's contemplating like, I just had to like mentally and emotionally just get myself together. Someone is prepping themselves to get back out there, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, reconciliation, letting go of control issues. I'm hearing that somebody may reconnect with like their first love or someone from college. Oh, this is cute. I'm seeing two people who know each other but don't know each other. That may be the reason why you guys want to like come back and like date. I'm seeing like two people from like a certain, like their hometown. These are two people who grew up from the same county for sure. But I'm seeing two people. This is cute. Just know of each other so they feel comfortable to date, because I'm hearing like the dating scene is just not what it is out here, and I'm just hearing someone saying like, I just would rather like date someone that I know of and know of them growing up. Reconciliation is just someone putting in a different effort. I see this man like doing something different and it might throw this girl off like, wait, I don't know you to be this person, and I hear somebody responding like, good, right, that's what I want you to think. That's cute. I feel like whoever this is, this guy is going to make this girl laugh. You're going to keep a smile on her face. I just will say a wedding and trust. But you need to have her full trust. Like, I feel the need to tell you, don't get too comfortable, okay? Because this is a person where you would think everything is all good, but the moment you show this person that you can't be trusted, this person is gone and out, okay? This person is like, listen, I feel you, girl, because I can like you, but don't ever think, you know what I'm saying? Don't take an arm a leg. This is like getting so caught up in a female. It's like, it's so exciting that, you kind of burn yourself out or something like that. So I just feel like you should take it slow with this female. But I just feel you saying like physically, I mean, I can control myself, but this woman do something to me. That is so funny. And I see this man like just talking to this girl like, girl, I'm a grown man. I do grown man things. Like, this man gives like grandfather vibes, but like like he's got an old soul. That's what it is. What is this trust and wedding for the singles? Singles, y'all might not be single. Okay, love yourself first. Okay, so of course, you making sure that you're not so accessible. Okay, as a woman, especially as a man, you should always be accessible, right? But a woman is supposed to be in her own time, because women move on a different spiritual pace than men, okay? Women are more emotional, so being accessible to people all the time can just cloud you emotionally and mentally. So, and I don't say it just because it's like a lot of people say, oh, well, you can't be accessible because, like, they're playing off the ego, like, I gotta make him wait 10 minutes. No, it's not. It ain't even got nothing to do with that. It's about spacing out people around you, because if you're so accessible as a woman, people are going to get used to calling you and blowing you up, okay? And I just see him being a person who needs to gain that trust. So if I'm talking to you, sir, this is a woman who is going to make sure, like, yeah, you're going to have fun with her, but it's something here about letting it build. Like, there's trust, it doesn't happen overnight, and this is a woman who knows that. She's like, you can do for me, but like, how long can you do it? Yeah, I see you paid that, but how long can you pay that? Okay, this is a woman who's like, even if she's got it, this is a woman who's just gonna hold you to everything that you say. Okay, she may be an Aries. This release, your ex is coming up again. Okay, so maybe this is a woman where you feel like she may be even cool with an ex or something like that. You may wonder if she's cool with her exes, is what I'm hearing. Singles, get out your own way. Okay, this is not the time. Yeah, you deserve love and make the effort. Just be authentic, make the effort, and that's it. You're not gonna do no wrong. Because what I felt over that energy, it was so cute. I love it. What else do we have for singles? Very soon. So very soon for singles, you guys are going to experience someone new, something new, a new experience of, I'm just hearing like someone is going to help your imagination, a spark of imagination, and start or activate some type of creative energy in you. And this is why you guys are like, not saying being hooked up, but you guys have either manifested each other or come back to each other. Well, I mean, the same thing. I think this is the same energy though. Is it? Let your friends help you. I feel the opposite of this though. I feel like you shouldn't let your friends help you. And you should pay no mind to whatever the people are saying around you. This is something like you are only going to experience this because only you and this female or only you and this male have this energy. Everybody around you is not going to have this type of relationship, this trust, this amount of wealth, or whatever it is that you guys are going to be building, because creative energy came out of this as well. I felt that strong. And you know, with creative energy is the flow of wealth. So what else do we have before we move on to couples? Codependency. This person may have the wrong idea of feeling like you need them at first, because you may have certain things that you want or require of them. Like, hey, I need this, I need this, I need this. This may make this man immediately feel like it's because I'm picking up on the projection of his past relationships. So it's something here. If you resonate with this male's, my masculine energy, excuse me, you may have a lot of ladies around you. There's an energy here of not having the same perception that you have with other women, because this is not the same type of female. So if you handle her the same way, I'm hearing you're gonna mess this up. Because this codependency is like you dealt with some girls. When I say poor, I'm talking about mentality. They don't have no business acumen. They don't have no drive, nothing to be better in with their mission of life. Okay, they don't have anything that they're good in. They don't have any hobbies. They just expect everything and not put nothing in far as like their own personal feminine power. Okay, I feel like you've dealt with a lot of women who were like that energy. So to come across this woman, even though you know she's not the same type of female, you're in that, you've done it for so long, like that's your thought pattern. This codependency is you getting scared to get in deep with someone because you're like, look, I done dealt with some women who just, girl, take a break. I just talked to you. Now, come on. It's something about like a woman, like, where you at? What you doing? Maybe you like, I know some guys who like that. Like, yeah, she ain't calling me, blowing me up all day, I don't want her. I mean, hey, I just feel like you can't be a man of business. You can't, you wanna say this right. Practicing my delivery. You can't allow someone to consume so much of your time. So there's an energy here of someone wanting to be in a relationship where when you together, you're on each other, but when you're doing your thing, you still want to be able to breathe. There's a man here who feels like when he gets in relationships, he can't breathe. Damn. And I feel like, you know, this is not what this woman is, but the fact that in the moment of speaking or interacting with this woman, you immediately feel the need to open up. So that energy of openness and vulnerability is bringing in that old thought pattern. That's what I was picking up on. When I say I help people through their childhood traumas, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm just hearing stepson. Like not stepson, but stepson. So you have some ancestors on the other side, like, baby, you got a good one. Please don't let her go. She gonna keep this generational wealth rolling in the family. Religious factors, yes, and separation. So with the separation at the top and religious factors, I just feel like this is going back to the not letting your friends help you. This could be family members and other people around you that think different of this person, but truly you do. And so you got two choices as a man. You're going to make that decision based off of what you know, what people around you know. And that just depends on what type of man you are. And from the energy I'm picking up on, if you're dealing with a woman like this, you call to be something bigger and better. Okay, maybe to pull your family up. Your family may think that making the family bigger and better and having and bringing the harvest to the family is for you to do it this way, and God may be saying you need to do it this way. That's why your family's been in that energy. I mean, I'm just saying, only you know your family and your roots, right? So separation and religious factors, this is saying a part of something you've been doing religiously has to stop. Okay, and it's attached to this codependency. And the separation also is saying, look, it's right on top of healing family issues. I know what I'm talking about. The separation is saying, hey, you gonna miss out on this female. Okay, we went all up in there, singles. Woo! All right, what do we have for? I didn't even need to pull none of the other cards. We reading today. What do we have for people who are already in committed relationships, situationships, partnerships, business-ships mixed with pleasure? Commitment. Two people verbalizing and committing themselves in all areas of their life. At the bottom we have give your relationship a chance. And it's funny because I ended with committing everything to the other person, and then the card pulling this was like, we ain't married. So there's somebody here that is, I'm hearing like the we're committed and we've been committed, so why do we need to get married phase thing, okay? And this is what I've said. I've went through phases where I was like, I don't want to be married. I don't have to be married. But based off my spiritual development, okay, I have came to the conclusion that marriages, when it comes to legalization and paperwork and things like that, think of it like this. With that, it's a bigger impact. It's something that you can use in a more positive way than a negative way. Okay, and when you look at it like that, that's what you're gonna manifest. So to look at it like, oh well, marriages cause problems, when you speak like that, that is giving generational curses, okay, or generation cycles. That is giving the men don't marry the women in the family, the women are not, that's what it's giving when you speak of it like that. I think for people who have had marriages that didn't work, I don't think that it necessarily means that you're not ever supposed to be married again. You know what I'm saying? Because when you meet people and you commit yourself to them and then you decide to take it to a different level, you chose that person. The other person chose you. You choose each other, right? You choose yourself first. But you probably chose this person not choosing yourself first. And that self-love and unravel with someone can be very devastating. And a lot of times marriages don't make it through, right? Because the impact of how someone didn't love themselves first impacts the marriage so bad. That's how I think of it when I see other people going through that. My Libra placements allows me to be able to gain wisdom from other people going through things. Okay, so a lot of times I don't have to go through things. Okay, but I do feel like whoever is connecting to this marriage energy, stay optimistic. Yeah, you need to have a more positive mindset about the situation, because I feel like marriage would actually benefit you, your business, everything abundantly. But you having this, I'm saying like a small, not saying a small mind, but you were not knowledgeable spiritually to see the bigger picture. Yeah, give your relationship a chance. I just feel like there's a woman someone wants to marry. It's like I see you being like, I want to be with this person for the rest of my life. Like there's no way that I am at this age. It doesn't even matter if you're 20 or in your 30s. There's no way I'm at this age or in this point in my life and I'm seeing everything that's going on around me that I have the time to even take 10 more years and play around and be single. When I know having a family is what's going to keep generational wealth not only coming, but rolling in the family. If I want to make a mark here, if I want to have something that stands the test of time. If you think like that, then shifting your perception of marriage is going to manifest that energy for you faster. And that's what had me thinking of marriage differently, okay? But again, marriage is making a commitment, all right? And it's really a ritual. I feel like the strongest thing you can possibly do is the ritual itself. Joining hands, saying things. I mean, if you think about a whole wedding, which I talked about this on the TikTok when that one TikTok went viral. But yeah, it's just so much deeper than just legalization. If your mindset is, oh, well, I don't want nobody taking this and taking that, you already lost. You cannot have a family and think that it doesn't work together as like prosperity. That's not it, okay? Yeah. Deception. I'm even picking up on the energy of how just to keep yourself sometimes from taking accountability, you automatically make it seem like you can't trust somebody. Somebody goes to, well, maybe I can't trust. You never really can trust people like that. And I listen. I get having that mindset to a certain extent. Not when you laying down with somebody. If you laying down with somebody you don't trust, why are you even talking about family? Why are you even looking at this person like the family? And maybe that has something that is a reflection of how you grew up. But I feel like the stay optimistic and the deception is you decepting yourself. You deceiving yourself. What is this deception? Maybe some of you guys have been married before. You guys may have a reconciliation with someone you got divorced with. Or maybe this was just a very strong relationship. Heart-to-heart conversations, unrequited love. Okay, so I feel like this woman, because now it's shifting the energy. Now I'm hearing it was all about him. Now it needs to be about me. I'm hearing respectfully. I feel like this energy here is stating that because a woman can feel a man ready to commit. Like she can feel like how a man really wants to be with her, but she can feel him pulling back as well. And she can feel the fear, but she can't identify the fear being that he's just scared. She is taking this fear. That's the thing about fear. If you indulge in it in any type of way, it can be the biggest illusion. Because it's like this man is coming from a place of like, I really want to marry her, but he's dealing with breaking some chains or breaking some cycles or some things that's just been deep embedded. And he, trying to redirect his flow, his ebb and flow in life. And there's an energy of fear here. Okay? With that fear is the illusion to this woman that this man is cheating and is being deceptive. Like he's fooling around with women he know is no good for him. Like women, and we think like this. Like if a man puts his energy elsewhere and he's flirting, we see where you converse, where you lay your head. If you're not married, but I mean, there's some commitment here. So maybe a woman feels like your business is in line, or you communicate or network with women. But there's someone here who is watching you and can feel your fear energy, but they're taking it as in you're just passing around your energy. So a woman thinks that you're misplacing your energy or being too open with your energy, and she's looking at it like you're deceiving her, because she's like, well, you told me this, but I'm starting to think you move in a different type of way. So that's why heart-to-heart conversation is here, because that can clear all of that up. I'm feeling like there's a man who is kind of embarrassed. I'm hearing like there's a man who's like, how am I gonna open up to you and tell you that I'm really kind of scared that you're gonna do this, or you know what I'm saying, or things are gonna change. And because I feel like when you say that, you are going to stamp a timeline in your DNA that is going to help you to have more conscious decisions and how you move forward in relationships with people and how much you give to them. This is deep. This heart-to-heart conversation is going to like chop off the anxiety that you had. So maybe this is freshly new. So maybe this is something new. It could be something old, and just, take it as it resonates. But this does feel like you've been rocking with somebody. It can be 6 months or up to a year, 2 years. And maybe you guys started off with like long distance, and then you guys got closer or something like that, or it's going to happen. Like maybe you guys, after having this talk, you're going to come up with the conclusion that, hey, maybe we should just, maybe we should live together or step up the commitment. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm really feeling, like the worth the commitment. Yeah. Worth waiting for. I feel like, whoever this female is, this is a really great investment. I think you are going to work through this. I can't sit here and say, oh, you just married, but I feel like you're going to lead up to that. Maybe even watching this, you maybe need a journal, you need to write, so you need to process this down. So not only did you hear me say it, but you need to interpret it in your own way. Write it down how you feel, sit on it, meditate, pray on it, do whatever you need to do to kind of like blend in with the energy and allow it to manifest for you. So it can be an ongoing, healthy choice, right? Healthy stimulant, okay? Emotional maturity. Okay, I like that energy. Let's see what we have for people who are spiritually and legally married. Woo! I just knew I was gonna get out of here early. But hey, when the word, when it comes up and you catch it. All right, we have retreats. I'm here. Hey, let's get away. Maybe we can move on out of town. Hey, baby, I was thinking of you. Okay, so maybe you guys, there's something that's coming up for couples that are married. The energy is there's something that happened on a trip that's coming back up. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing like I see a man going like this, like you still bringing this up. And I feel like there's a woman who is like, I keep bringing it up because it ain't sitting well with me. Women do that, okay? Things that, we'll bring something up, or sometimes women will bring things up multiple times to see if you remember the first, the second, third time. Because I'm picking that up as well. So I'm picking up on a woman who knows a man. She's like, all I got to do is ask him 3 times or ask him 2 times, and then I can tell. Man, this is a woman who knows her man to eat deep, okay? Maybe there's a woman who is feeling like a man has did something deceptive. Okay, because unrequited love came up. So something with flirting, something that was a little too handsy on, calling your soulmate. So I feel like this is the energy of, this is just a time right now for you guys to rebalance, okay? Regardless of what energy you resonate with, the feminine or masculine energy, this is the time to call God back into your relationship, okay? This is about unifying what is important for you guys individually and together. Okay, because new love is here, but codependency is here. I feel like there's just the energy here of just I'm hearing dead weight that needs to be shed on the behalf of both of you guys, individually and together is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing I never knew a love like this. I think I've been picking up on this energy. Yeah, you guys need to find some type of common ground. That's for sure. Engagement. I feel like there may be if you resonate with this masculine, I don't know if you're thinking about, okay, well, let me just get her a bigger ring. I'm hearing there's a man who thinks buying a bigger ring or just saying, hey, let's renew our vows, you think that that is going to enhance this, and it's not. Okay, there's someone in a relationship who's tired of talking about things, and maybe you're a person of just action. Like, I don't even like to say things too much, just we need to know and move. So there's something here about communication. Maybe there's a woman like, oh, we need to go to counseling. A man like, no, I'm not doing that. But I'm gonna be very honest and say I kind of agree. I don't feel like you guys need to go to a therapist, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm seeing like a circle. It's just I'm hearing it's not gonna hit the same. I'm hearing like this is something that you guys need to sit down and figure out on y'all's own. There's something here, and I'm not against counseling at all, okay? But there's something here about the energy of when you have somebody else telling you what you should do and giving you a bigger, you can't do it on your own. And there's something here, I know people say, well, that's the whole point of going to therapy, but there's an energy of like, you have to take some type of accountability. You have to take more than just the initiative, okay? But this is also feeling like there's an energy of spirituality here that plays a factor into this. Yeah, right, I see it right here, religious factors. Yeah, I see two people who seem like they may be even growing apart from each other. But I feel like when you, even if you're dating someone, but this is marriage, when you, because I can see myself walking in the energy of that, but not, I ain't claiming that, I'm just saying. But I feel like it's natural to say that when you've been with someone a long time, or you plan to be with someone a long time, you have to plan to know that this person is going to outgrow things. So not getting too comfortable with someone doing something all the time, because there's something here about, there's a man who's changed up his routine and it's upsetting this woman, or this woman is changing up her routine and the man is looking like, what you doing that for? Or you never done that before. But there's an energy of, that's a projection of fear because someone is outgrowing, or you're not able to see the growth in each other. Okay, I could be a therapist, a relationship because that's what I'm feeling like. Where's my glasses at? I feel like I want to take my glasses and do this. Pull them up. There's also an energy here of playfulness, okay? Because I just got so cheeky with that energy. So there's something here about, like, if you guys are going to take the initiative and do something like this, like having family meetings and playing like healthy games. Like there's relationship games out there, if I'm not mistaken. I wouldn't say drink. I'm just saying. But just setting the mood, you know, and it's like, I feel like incorporating some type of fun and some type of like healing mechanism. Like, I don't know, it's kind of just sitting, like you guys sitting and chilling and being in your zone, and just maybe even getting out certain things that happened to you as a child out on your chest. So it might give your partner like, oh wow, I didn't know he went through that. That makes sense of why he would look at it this way. It just adds a balance to the relationship, right? I think there's a restoration of balance here for you guys, because I don't feel like divorce is necessary. And I feel like you guys, if you got divorced, you would be missing out on the great outcome. Okay? All right, so that's it for my married folk out there. I am going to pull two more cards. I pulled actually from my Sacred Creators Oracle deck. This is just, again, this is one of my favorite decks where when you need to be redirected, when you need a restart, okay? I split the deck and it says, what do you really want? Okay? And when I did shuffle already, this came out, so we're going to keep it. Success and transformation. Success and transformation. Number 13. I see rise. I'm also hearing ashes. Manifesting and doing. This is most certainly Aries energy. All right, at the bottom we have your past supports your future. And this is bringing back the energy of when I said the last reading I did with the couples. sitting down and bringing certain things up. A lot of people like to leave a lot of things in the past, and I like to think certain things just need to be left in the past, right? But there's a lot of things from the past, positive and negative, that you can always use as ammunition, as creative inspiration, you know? And with this success and transformation, maybe you are allowing the past to come up. If the past, though, that's the energy. That's how we're going to leave off on this energy, right? This is my fortune cookie to you. The codes right now to the matrix of success is using your past, positive or negative things from your past, to use in this success and transformation for you right now, to keep the emotion. I said emotion, maybe you've been drinking mimosas, to keep the motion and just the progress of the energy rolling and flowing through, right? I'll pull one more. Yeah, looking at life, because at the top we have light and the unexpected and balance right behind this. Knowing that the challenges that you go through are merely to serve your stage in life, right? It is to prep you for God to be able to really like use you as a vessel, for you to use your own potent energy to be your fullest potential on this earth, right? Doing whatever it is that you're meant to do. That light and the unexpected is being like the rose from concrete. You didn't know that you had this journey and had this calling to be something bigger and better, but now you're realizing it, right? You're now in a state in your life where you are now realizing your capabilities and what you can do and what you can't do, what limits you and what limits you challenges you, right? We also have fearless expression and fall in love with your own story. I love these cards, and I remember getting a reading or doing a reading on myself, and these cards came out, I believe, like this too. And it was just telling me accepting yourself for who you are and your own, you know, the things that make you different or weird, you know, just really owning that energy is what makes you really powerful. And even protecting your energy where you're unpenetrable, right? Because when you accept yourself, nothing can make you feel less than. And a part of fearless expression is it can be the art of your clothing. You don't have to come in and say, everyone, I love myself, right? It'll show the way you carry yourself, the way you talk, the way you handle yourself, the way you handle the things that belong to you, right? But this fearless expression, I'm just feeling like someone wants to express themselves in a different way. And if you don't know where to start, the best way to start is through art. One, right? Two, through, you know, how you dress, how you style yourself, how you style your hair, how you style your clothes. And if you're thinking like, I don't have the clothes that I really want to really express myself, improvise, okay? Do what you can until you can do better, okay? And I think that's the energy that we're going to leave off. I am going to read one or two of these cards, and then that's it, okay? You do what you got to do, right? You use the tools that you have around you to have better. The success and transformation, your past supports your future, fearless expressions, and fall in love with their own story is giving that. Let's start with fall in love with your own story, 54. It says, in Central Meanings, sharing your story, accepting responsibility as the author of your own epic tale, revisiting the inspiration behind your brand story. Self-care message is a need to be wary of any negative stories you tell yourself about your circumstances and abilities. A desire to adopt or mimic someone else's story because you don't love your own. You can mess up your brand and your brand message. The need to trust in your own story and communicate it honestly. Okay, so I'm hearing the energy of like not living in someone else's shadow. Maybe you feel like that, but living in the shadow of the standards of what life is showing you that you feel like you have to be. So there's like pressures that you maybe feel, but it's not giving like immature pressure. It's giving like just a new experience of being pressured in a certain area you haven't maybe felt, or maybe you're just now feeling because you ran away from it from like as a child is also what I'm picking up on. There's energy here of a lot of you guys dealing with living in the shadow of your parents is what I'm hearing. Like taking what you learn from your parents and applying it to your life and how you want to raise your kids, and then knowing that there's certain things, of course, that you don't take. But I feel like that's the pressure that you're feeling. Okay? It says our stories have power. They shape our understanding of who we are and what we can do. And when we get them right and totally love our own story, magic happens. The story that has the most hold on your life is the one that you should tell yourself every day. It runs on autopilot and convinces you of your lucky or unlucky circumstances, your amazing or mediocre abilities, your strengths and your weaknesses. Didn't I mention that? And it assures you that money is easy to make, or that you need to suffer and work hard before it can arrive. I don't believe in that suffer energy, okay? So we should change that and use it as a way of saying you should just endure what you're going through because you need to take accountability, right? To push through that energy of moving past life cycles, right? It includes a lot of shoulds and the mega powerful because it informs your perception of reality while solidifying subconscious beliefs. Didn't I just say that? Okay, we're gonna end it right there. These are the questions you can ask yourself, okay? It says, what does that story say you're great at? What does it say you need to work on? Are parts of tired and old and horribly out of date? What needs a rewrite? Okay, so maybe this is something you guys can do for the full moon. That was a lot of energy to get out, and I did it. A lot of messages. But maybe you guys should write this down. Rewrite your story. Okay, I feel the need to tell you guys, rewrite your story, rewire or rethink certain patterns, all right, connected to certain things that have the impact to impact your emotion, your money at this time, your relationships, okay, and your mission and your destiny, your goal, right? Different goals. I'm hearing short-term and long-term goals. Okay, you guys, I may do another reading because this was long-winded and I feel like I had some more messages to get out, but it's just been a really long night. So I'll think about it. I might pop up on the full moon. So I love you guys. I hope this reading helps you in whatever way that you need it to. Okay? I hope you guys use the energy wisely. And until next time.